What's going on, guys? Bankroll Games here, more Dead Space 2. And last episode, when we left off, we got introduced to a few more enemy types and got a few interesting encounters with our old friend Nicole. So yeah, always fun. I recommend, if you don't really remember it or haven't seen it, I recommend going back and watching it to sort of refresh your memory. But yeah, this episode we're just going to be carrying on, following our objective through this unitology controlled area, which is definitely not where we want to be. So our objective is sending us that way. Come over here. There's potentially some minor loot waiting for us. Unfortunately, we don't have the room to pick that up at the moment.
Dana, Titan soldiers have found me. They're tracking me in some sort of gunship.
You're almost here. Hurry.
And we'll be running into them a bit later. They definitely won't do us any favours. He was a little bit late jumping out. Definitely gave me a little bit of a scare there. He did do a little bit of damage to us as well, which is a bit annoying. Nothing to worry about too much. Sounds like we're going to be running into trouble. You see these ATMs or cash points have already broken, so they don't have any money waiting for us. People going a bit mad with the graffiti on the walls there, quite literally. And that's why I like the line gun. Unfortunately, some of the enemies did despawn there after taking them out. So we have missed out on a little bit of loot. Now we haven't lost enough health to warrant using our medium med kit. So I won't worry about picking up that small one. Actually, what I'll do is drop that, pick that up, so just to min-max a little bit there. If we come over here, there's another schematic waiting for us. That's for javelin spears, so that will allow you to purchase ammo if you did buy the javelin gun. Very cool weapon. Very powerful, but you do need to be accurate with it. Now you can listen to all these history lessons on unitology. They do offer a lot of background, but you know, we're not gonna worry about that because it does take quite a while. It will make the episode quite long.
It's Timon! He's found you! Into the church! Hurry!
Dana, the Church of Unitology? Why here?
It's one of the few places on Titan Station that Tideman can't monitor. Separation of church and state.
No, Dana, we shouldn't be in here. This is the last place we want to be right
Isaac!
now.
My brother died trying to rescue you. This is important. This will work. I'm in a safe room at the top of the church. Meet me there, okay?
So the Ishimura are showing us it's haunted, as well as, not the Ishimura, Titan Station showing us it's haunted, as well as overrun by Necromorphs. But here's a nice quality of life feature introduced with the locator, as you can set it to point you towards your objective or other sort of points of interest. And it's something I wish they introduced to the Dead Space 1 remake. Very important log about unitology here, with the fact that a lot of it's off bounds or off limits to the public. So it's very obvious that they're hiding stuff. But yeah, making use of that locator feature, you can see that our objective's in the other direction. If we come through here, there's a much needed store and bench. This will allow us to free up some of our inventory as well. But yeah, we can now purchase javelin spears. We had access to them before because of the DLC. But if you don't have the DLC, you'll be able to buy them now. Make sure to sell our gold semiconductors. And we're sitting on a nice chunk of change as well. So after we get a new seat, which we'll be picking up shortly, we'll be able to buy some upgrades. One of the more predictable enemy spawns in the game. It's just explaining where the unitology gesture comes from.
Isaac, can you see the symbols too? It means straws. Yes, I see the symbols.
We're a threat to them. I know it. We have to work together.
Work together? Who's them? When you mean Titan? Straws. Work will be straws.
So also from going into that little room, we get a nice little video from Stross. It definitely makes it sound like there's a bit of conspiracy going on, which isn't surprising considering the state of things.
The cathedral reported 2 pressure equalization cycles during services last Sunday. The first was minor and only blew some candle flames around, giving Pastor O'Brien a much-needed, if unexpected, boost in his sermon. The second cycle was more harsh, resulting in a pressure snap that popped people's ears and sent several to medical. That was not needed.
So I've always wondered if that's just happenstance, where Titan Station's old and needs a little bit of maintenance maybe, or if that's more to do with unitology being so close to the marker, and the marker affecting things that are going on. Because they definitely have a lot of influence in different ways. Something annoying with the line gun is occasionally it does misfire, where you press the button but nothing happens, which happened there, and then we did take a little bit of damage from the Necromorph. I'm not actually quite sure what causes it. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's an intended feature where you try firing it too fast after aiming it. But yeah, like I said, I'm not quite sure. But even though we took a little bit of damage, we can do what we did before, but we didn't actually take any damage. So did a little bit better than I did. But yeah, you want to be as quick as possible moving through this area to make sure the converter enemies don't make things harder for you than they need to be. Because there are a lot of enemies. There are a lot of bodies that can be converted here. Thankfully getting a stasis charge back. Here there's a fuse that we can break. You can shoot them. You can also hit them to save on any ammo. And that just brings us back to one of these sort of central areas. So if we go off that way, that'll be go to the bench and store that we used a second ago. But other than opening it up, we're just going to make our way to the following the objective. We want to make sure to get all the ammo here if we can. So you see all the members are vetted before you can actually sort of join the Unitology organisation, which might be why it's sort of become more and more zealous as it's gone on. So we just replace the fuse here to somewhat repair that door. She managed to save some of the ammo from going out there as well. You do need to be careful of this door. It's very easy to take damage from it even after using stasis on it. I did the stasis a bit early there.
Where are you going? You can't run from the pain forever. Soon you'll beg for a way to end it all.
Doing too good, Isaac. So in this room, very easy to miss, there is another schematic, and that's for the security suit. So we're definitely going to want to pick that up because it'll give us some more inventory spaces as well. And it means if you really want to get all the ammo, you can go back through these areas and pick up everything that you didn't have room for before with your upgraded space. So it seems like we're already at that point of wanting to escape that Nicole mentioned. I have to be careful what I say here because of YouTube. Yeah, I think that would really freak me out if I was in this situation. come over here, there's another fuse box in the opposite direction to where we need to go. And that means we can make our way back to the store and the bench to get that new suit. So it is quite expensive at 20,000 credits, but it's definitely worth it, especially at this point in the game with the fact that our inventory is so low and it gives us a few more slots there. Should mean that we can carry around some more health kits. Really cool looking suit as well. Though something I do miss from the first game is the way each suit was like a better version of the engineer suit, so really made it look like you were progressing. But some of the suit designs for this game are really cool. So we're going to sell our stasis unit again and yeah, spend all our credits on power nodes, and that gives us 9 nodes, so we'll have 8 nodes to put on our weapons. So that allows us to almost fully upgrade our plasma cutter, which is really cool at this stage in the game, but we'll still leave that 1 node on us just in case we have any power node rooms. But we have also got the special upgrade which sets targets on fire when shot, and like I mentioned earlier, the fire damage with the smaller childlike Necromorphs will get them to drop their ammo drop, so you only have to fire at them once. And it just helps us do a little bit more damage to the tougher targets. But yeah, our inventory is much bigger now. Well, a little bit bigger. And if you want to, like I said, you can go back through all the areas we've explored and pick up any drops you didn't have room for before. And you might have noticed that before there were some bodies down here waiting for us, but they're not there anymore, which can only be a bad thing. We're going to run into those guys very shortly, and they're probably the scariest enemy in the entire Dead Space series, at least for myself, and I know quite a few other people as well. But yeah, we're going to be making friends with those shortly. Nice little bit of infidel graffiti on the wall there. And again, with game brightness turned down, it makes this area much more scary. So you want to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Data, I'm locked out. There's something in the church. It broke the door.
Hang on, I'll try to override all the gates in the area.
Hey, there's something out here too.
I think you have to walk out here to make the gates go down. Which then means that those guys can then say hi.
I don't think I can.
Dana, you there?
Isaac, I can't unlock the elevator. Can you do anything from your end?
Let me see what I can do.
Okay. Once you're through, you'll go through the funerary wing of the church and down into the crypt. It's very important you not disturb. No. No, Earth Cub can't jam us in here. Not in here.
Dana! Dana! Important that I what?
And just like Isaac, I didn't do the best job at keeping my cool there, but we managed to make it through without a scratch, thankfully. Still messed up on the hacking though. But yeah, those guys, that charge towards you, still absolutely terrify me. It's the noises they make as well. But thankfully, it's over for now. So you can see we're on the opposite sides to where we entered this little area. But before carrying on, we move over to this left area here. There is a power node waiting for us, and you can pick it up from that side if you want to before you go down into that lower area. Completely up to you, doesn't really make any difference in the end. But if you want to, for whatever reason, you can head back down to the store and save point. Really nice interconnected area. And it's what I hope they do with the Dead Space 2 remake when they get around to doing it. Making the whole game a little bit more like this area where it's all sort of interconnected, like they did the Ishimura. I don't think our mine took care of any of those guys for us, which is a bit of a shame. That is one thing the pulse rifle is good for, is taking care of those guys with the primary fire or the secondary fire. I'm not quite sure where that guy flew off to. Oh well. Thankfully, Isaac doesn't see anything wrong stealing from the church. So there's another, if the hitboxes let us get to him. There's another enemy waiting here for us. But thankfully with our upgraded plasma cutter, he did go down in one shot. So seeing as there's a save station here, and with how long this episode has been so far, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, but next episode is going to be really fun, making our way through the crypts of the unitology section of Titan Station, which is definitely the last place you want to be, considering that the Necromorphs are reanimated corpses. So that's going to be fun, and we've got that to look forward to. But thank you very much for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed this episode and enjoyed the series so far, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you don't miss out on the rest of the series and get to see the fun next episode we're going to be having next time. But like I said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in that next episode.